Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Resident Evil 6. Let's get back into the game with Jake and... who? I forgot her name, let's see. We're playing as Jake and Shelly. Whoa. Let's see, so normal difficulty, I guess at this point you can have changed the difficulty if you continue. But if you just keep on playing and don't ever stop, they don't show you a way of changing the difficulty. You can't pause in the middle of the game. Much like how all the interfaces are different, they're all very consistently missing a difficulty. So, also, since this is a co-op game, like, how would difficulty work, I wonder?
We're all right.
Does it just give more? It would have to just give more health to each individual player. But even that would be easy to cheat. One player playing on super easy, one playing on super difficult. Because that would work very well. So we escaped the tank last time. We have another example of Jake clearly taking the lead in this rescue mission where she was supposed to be taking care of him and protecting him, bringing him in to get his blood as cure. So this race actually feels like I might actually have to brake a little bit. It doesn't seem like there's going to be a boost on this car. Motorcycle. So this does actually feel like tight handling, maybe a little bit of avoiding of things. I landed on top of some of those buildings and it decided no.
Jake!
I was actually going to
This city's going to hell in a handbasket.
Eliminate all the enemies.
Hey! Shoot that thing, would ya?
So she's doing the shooting. So they just gave me the cutscene where the other player would have had control.
This is really starting to hurt.
Next time I'll steal a limo.
Yeah. And like if you run against the edge of a wall, I would assume, I've never been on a motorcycle, but I would assume if you're running into the side of a wall, you're either hurting yourself or running your arms and legs against the wall too. So, and that's just complete game over if you crash. Alright. Hopefully that didn't checkpoint me too bad. Now some of these races are completely fake and you can potentially not even accelerate and just take it really slow. But this guy is throwing fireballs. Yeah, when we get to this point, I think I'm just gonna have to let off or brake. Since we're not actually chasing anybody, it doesn't even matter. So actually, I can just not accelerate at all. So here I've taken my hand completely off the accelerator. I could, I assume, brake. And hitting the walls is making little sparks and stuff, but that's it. So I was actually braking there and it didn't really do anything. So now I just kind of want to avoid crashing into things. So Shelly here is putting the gun completely right in my face as far as where she's pointing and trying to target. See, I haven't accelerated at all in a long time. I'm just Didn't have to do anything really.
God damn it!
I can't hold on!
Yes, you can! I'm coming!
So I just am gonna get quick time events. And again, I'm not accelerating. That was pretty gratuitous. Did I need to see her die? Can the game not just end when my character dies? Do I have to have this special knowledge of seeing my partner die?
God damn it!
So we got this quick time event.
Yes, you can! I'm coming!
Just screwed up again. So now if I accelerate, I've then gotta avoid things. So you can see how each section is this discrete group of things. Apparently you do have to accelerate though, because I didn't make it there. I felt like I should have. Alright, so this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck real bad. And every time I die, it's counting it against me, which is no fun.
Yes, you can! I'm coming!
So with these things falling on me, that's fine apparently. So all of that rubble that was falling down didn't mean anything, and I should have just let it fall on me. The controls obviously very loose, as you would almost expect on a motorcycle. I imagine the turning can be very tight on a motorcycle, but
You okay?
I suspect no. So, I'm getting very close towards running into things. I may very well need to slow down to get through this whole section with all these cars. But nope, there's another checkpoint. Oh. And then there was a quick time event where I was supposed to hit A and slide under it. Again, not a survival horror zombie shooting game we're playing right now. This would be a fine scene if it was the only one like this, instead of there being one like this for 4 campaigns that are barely 4 to 5 hours long. Am I supposed to pull the trigger? No, but that's the other player. This campaign in particular has been very bad about having both players have something they can do at the same time. See, she's just turning around shooting, and I imagine if a real player was playing, they would, if they could, they would be shooting forward at the more dangerous things. And this is ridiculous. Do I make it? Nope. Another quick time event. Dying over and over again. More than any of the other races even. Yeah, I'm not sure if the other player would have been able to shoot forward. He kind of has to have that ability though, because how would the other player be seeing the screen? Would they be looking backwards, shooting at a bunch of zombies I'm not even seeing?
Waiting for us. Hang on!
This really has nothing to do with anything. It's just this prolonged escape sequence. Fighting all these people where they came from. When you start to think about it, the Yavos needed to have major operations going on in this Chinese city. Not just a couple of terrorist cells that appeared doing the thing. For as many as we've seen and as well invested as they are, they needed to have like gang stations everywhere. I don't know how you'd say that better, but in the same way that in big cities police need precincts, we've seen so many of these Yava zombies around. They would have needed bases of operation, that's what they're called, all over the city. That I understand the medical facility being fully secure, and maybe these guys are chasing us from there, but it seems a little unrealistic. And I also understand the helicopters coming in because they're performing an operation now, and they had that whole carrier. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm not accelerating again, and I'm slowly gaining speed on these guys. But Neo Umbrella feels like they are way too funded. Way too well funded.
As if we didn't have enough problems!
I don't even see what's happening. I guess cars are coming.
Here we go! Hold on!
And now we're trying to slowly work our way up this ramp to jump. Very cliche action movie stuff here. That's all they thought about is we wanted action scenes. Jump over the helicopter. And helicopters usually don't stay that still. That'd be very funny if that's the entire chapter too. That would be really ridiculous. 12 minutes of a chapter. Although I don't know how much I can really complain about that whole sequence, even though it was pretty awful of a sequence. It would have been much better as just a cutscene to show off what the action sequences they wanted to show off and just move forward. At least they're showing a reason why they went from point A to point B, where half the time the transitions from one section to the next section are just
Like
random.
Redfield and his Boy Scouts are here too.
Jake?
So here's the section where we get where Chris Redfield fights the protagonists. We're getting
need their
shot
help.
right
I didn't
now.
ask for it either!
I know you don't like him, but if Chris is here,
All right! Enough about Redfield! Jesus, getting old! These guys
So,
know what they're dealing with.
if this is
Trying to
anything
cool 'em in.
like, if this is like the other run, well, we're gonna end up taking out the airplane ourselves. Now, in the other playthrough, these guys were just kind of under fire the whole time and couldn't do anything, but yeah, I guess I can't jump over here and get up that ladder. So I think there are no ladders actually in this area. And this area does, like I said before, it does look just pretty awful. It's this whole cheaply animated backdrops with nothing really going on here. A lot of destruction to hide the fact that it's just not well designed. Bullets. We're starting to see these grasshoppers people. Or one of them. Taking a little bit of damage, but with my extra ability of defense and such, that's not actually turning out to be a thing. This is the motorcycle on fire. As far as I can tell, there was only a couple of boxes here. And I can't get up that section. And so I can't fling her up there either, which seems unrealistic. It seems like if you could fling your partner up a wall in one place, you'd be able to fling them up a wall on almost any places. Are there any items here? Like any collectibles and medallions to shoot? So I'm just kind of left having to deal with this airplane now. And so what do we have? The 909 handgun, the elephant killer, this weapon, like this guy is super armored. If I could get a bead on him and shoot him in the cockpit, that might work. But it doesn't really feel like it. The game is lagging up.
Dropping like flies. We'll have this mess mopped up in no time.
With that one kill, the game decided to start pointing out to me what I'm supposed to be doing. Now we see it. So we've got all these guys all over the place up there, and we're supposed to, I guess, snipe them. Wow, so we've already taken the last one out? Quit moving. I don't know the speed of bullets in this game, so I'm not certain that I'm not certain if I can get a shot on him. There we go. So that's gonna give me a little bit more to do.
And I thought we'd be here all night. This way!
Okay.
And I don't have any health things or anything. Like no first aid sprays or anything. And there's no pickups really on this area either. So that even though that worked well for me, certainly felt like a sequence where you could just waste bullets like crazy. And put us right back in the same position we were in the Chris Redfield section. Where we ended up playing at least the last couple chapters with no no bullets. I'm pretty low on bullets right now. What's this poster? The people unite against what? The guy with paper? The worker unite against the paper pusher? Whatever that was supposed to mean. Alright, we've got a whole ton of things. Do I have many flash grenades? Wow, I just action killed and shot that guy, and it didn't even animate right.
Screw all this running! I'm taking that chopper out!
How? With what?
Not sure. Kinda making this up as I go.
So we're just on this lower section and there's a ton of things. So I've got to pick a ladder and go up, I guess. And what am I supposed to do now? So it'd be kind of
Chris is on the roof
disappointing.
trying to take that chopper down.
Not going too well for him, is it? Well, the show mount's done?
Well, I have some explosive rounds that could even the odds.
You have explosive rounds? Why haven't you given me any of those? So I feel like I'm just running around in circles. And I don't think I'm really going to do anything. Oh, with the bear commander equipped, hold left trigger and press Y. Okay, I don't have any of those explosive rounds. And I knew there was a weapon called bear commander. You coming up here? I hear somebody making zombie noises. Let's try some of this. Like, it barely even animates, right? Finally got some explosive rounds. Seem like I've gotten stronger too. So this load. Where is this helicopter? Like I can't even see it. So how am I supposed to? I can't even pick her up, can I? These Yavos are super weak now. There's just more coming. So what? This is the highest area? The helicopter, there we go. Explosive rounds. I hit him with one and that was it. Do I need to jump around and maybe get a different area? Different angle on this? This helicopter is just all above and behind buildings, so I can't even hit it until it decides that it's in the right place. Maybe this is the trick that's supposed to be happening here. The triple somersault, very weird. Definitely very weird. Like it's flying all over the place, but in pre-programmed paths, specifically so you can't hit it from any of these locations. all this. There it is, finally, maybe. I'm getting all these pickups. I don't know if maybe I'm supposed to wait or what. This seems really stupid. None of the 3 perspectives I've seen have allowed this thing to come back around. So maybe I'm supposed to kill more of these guys? I guess that's what I need to do, is just do some target practice here. Yep, that was exactly what I needed to do. I hit it once with an explosive round, and then the technique to kill a bunch of people. For no reason. And the menu didn't say anything about it. Or, as far as that's our mission.
Come on, let's go.
Or if it did say that, I
Orders are
didn't
to
see
avoid
it.
contact with anyone.
Does he know that Wesker was my father?
I don't think so. Why?
For a reason. Maybe I just rubbed him the wrong way.
Or maybe you just look somewhat like Wesker? I wouldn't really say he does, though, honestly. He's probably the best looking character, male character in the game. He's got a certain appeal. And if he was going to be the new guy, that would certainly help a lot. And being invulnerable to being turned into a zombie makes a lot of sense to send him to this thing. Oh, I'm going to end up fighting that big guy again, almost certainly.
Did you even see the kind of helicopter they sent after us? And a bird like that cost around $15 million. Man, terrorism is lucrative.
Maybe they have an oil baron or 2 in their pocket.
Oil barons, huh? You know, in the country I was born in, people think Uncle Sam causes most of the problems in this world.
Decent conversation to have. A little late in the game to be having it. It does explain some of the stuff, though. We kind of need them questioning the ridiculousness. Why terrorism would be so lucrative, I don't know. But it kind of is. Enough countries want to destabilize other countries that you can appeal to some prince somewhere, and they'll give you a couple million easy. Here we have another pickup just for skill
sure.
points.
Everyone loves to blame America for everything. We're not the bad guy, Jake. Look, these terrorists have unleashed bioweapons on our country too.
So the whole world's going to hell.
We're the
True.
only one who can save it.
Well, shit. As long as there's no pressure, right?
It's always important in discussions like this to differentiate the people of a country and the government of a country, because in general, the people of a country can only be so bad. They can certainly be bad, but only so much. They can riot, they can allow themselves to be governed by the wrong people, certainly. But at a certain point, revolution is your only option if your government is bad, and that's a hard and difficult thing to do with modern weapons. So anything that is a militaristic action, such as tanks and choppers, that's the government's power. People's power at most, they're going to be able to commit maybe terrorist acts or riot, start fires. Maybe in secret you could make a pathological virus and release that and something like the C virus, but not likely, because the research and labs needed would be too expensive and too highly controlled substances. You can't in the United States just order the laboratory
Man,
equipment.
everywhere you look,
would
there's more of
need.
these assholes. Sucks being so popular.
There's no sneaking around them, is there?
I can try. And I love how this game just fails completely at smashing barrels. So we're sneaking down this pathway, and these guys, they went that way and didn't see me, so I think I am just sneaking around them. Like, they're way over there. And they're not coming towards me. And they're not really doing anything to me. Here's one. Any boxes over here? Lagging as it's showing the animation. That guy is turning into flame, so is he gonna turn and transform yet again? He already transformed once. I didn't know you could do two. And so I haven't really figured out the whole idea here. As far as we gotta combine this one with this one. I've got too many bullets for some gun right now. What is it? What is the gun I do have too many bullets for? Nothing really, I just have not enough slots on my inventory. It seems like the game is limiting me. Like, discard all my flash grenades. I don't have any other grenades. That seems kind of wasteful. I mean, it's almost probably still a good idea, but it is kind of silly. Man, you gotta get these shots right. And while this guy is here, and it seems so strange that they're just protected in the chrysalis and they won't die at all. What am I doing? I'm climbing up here to jump this way. What? Am I trying to jump down this way? I don't even think those guys can reach me. Like, I don't think there's a way at all for them to get up there, so let's jump down here. There you go. You guys are stuck behind the door they can't open. And let's just... I could probably shoot right through these too. See, I don't know if I'm actually hurting these guys. So let's go ahead and let's see. Flash grenade. they got me with some kind of acid. As soon as I opened the door, that wasn't very fair. I kind of wish I had another health thing, because I don't want to use it right now. So come on, green herb. Nope.
Okay.
So there should be a little bit more of a section, I would assume.
Smells like death. Just like Edonia.
But I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't too much here. And this might be one of those sections where we just have to run around, because it's going to be one of these zombies that... I need these guys gone away from me. So these guys aren't gonna transform or pop out. Interesting. And that looks like one of the smog transformer ones. They could have gotten me there. And I still don't see why any player would ever want to be able to just hit the right stick, which is controlling the camera, and switch the angle back and forth. And I wish there was an easy way to turn that off, but you have to remap it to something, so I'd have to map it to the keyboard. And I imagine anybody playing this on an actual console, ooh, a gun, would not even have that opportunity. Give me that, a green herb. It's kind of silly. Even if I do get another gun, I'll just have that final slot that I have available filled up with some new kind of bullet. So like now I've got the shotgun. Yay. So in theory now, unless they gave me an extra slot for shotgun shells, I'm just gonna fill this item slot with shotgun shells, and that seems exactly like the case, which is no good. Means I'm definitely gonna have to get rid of the flashbangs at some point, or maybe I could get rid of the explosive shots of that bear hunter gun, but then that would be really crazy to do. Yeah, there's really no good solution here at all. In fact, there's my shotgun shells. It's completely full of ammo. We can get in here and hide for what that's worth. Let's get back to this gun. It's working pretty well. Unsurprisingly. Checkpoint or some sort.
Jake, are you okay?
I've taken bigger spills. Of course, I don't have that healing factor of yours.
Too bad the fall didn't knock the wise ass out of you.
Let's see, so I think I'm just supposed to run. Like, I guess I could fight these guys? Certainly, but... Honestly, that was probably the best turn of events we could have had, because I don't want to just have to use my health. And now I've got full health and that extra health. Hey, and she came down. I didn't realize she was going to do that. Alright, so I'm just going to waste some handgun bullets. Shoot right through her. So, like, I'm kind of intentionally getting rid of my handgun thing. I still have yet to figure out the right method to kill these guys. But it seems like we were supposed to use the elephant killer a lot more than I have been. And this one just doesn't seem like it's gonna turn into anything. Interesting. Now I can just kind of work my way here.
Roger.
Let's see, if I throw her up here, what am I doing by doing that?
Okay.
Alright, so I guess I just get her up there and then she might have a better advantage to shoot. But she doesn't pull me up or anything like that. Again, I just have this feeling that Capcom probably thinks that she wouldn't have the strength to pull a guy up. And I guess in the Leon story, when the girl was holding her friend, she didn't potentially have the strength to pull her up. Although she intentionally, or at least it seemed like she intentionally let go of her, it also probably some implication there. It is worth mentioning when getting back into that topic, which I don't want to get into too much, is if this game were only Chambra, where it's a bikini-clad woman killing zombies with a sword, I really wouldn't have that kind of complaints. It's the fact that Resident Evil, while it has had some cheesy lines and some sleazy characters, I don't really mind it if the game wasn't serious in the first place. But I kind of feel like Resident Evil was attempting, at least originally, to be somewhat serious. I'm out of bullets. This lean and shoot ability is not working well at all. I should have shot again. Takes 2 shots of this gun to kill him. And that's with our firepower up high. And there's just this kind of established world that they're trying to go back and forth here with. They're trying to have their cake and eat it too, of this being a serious game with serious biological terrorism threats and conversations happening. And is she supposed to go? Am I supposed to go that way? Sure, I'm not supposed to go this way. I guess not. Versus, I'd be perfectly fine if they wanted to make a different game and call it a different name and just have a silly zombie killing thing. But they can't do both. They have to either say this game is serious and stick to being serious with the occasional jokes, or they have to say this game is not serious and then try to make it funny. And if they're ever going to try to make it funny, then I'm going to have to criticize the game for when it isn't funny. So that's it. Or maybe funny is the wrong term. If they just wanted to make one that's exploitative and had a lot of cleavage, that's fine too. But then I'm going to criticize it for all the times it's not exploitative and not showing cleavage. So it has to do with intent, as sometimes at least, as to how I criticize a game. I don't know if any of this makes sense, because you'd have to be watching my whole series to even be somewhat along the same lines. I haven't gotten very many shotgun shells, so
Roger.
that's slightly concerning too. It seems like I may have gotten the shotgun just so I have yet another gun to pick up, but I'm not ever going to really use it. I'm still desperately looking for a green herb. I guess I could go in Well, we've got something different to fight, and we're engulfed in a ring of fire, so...
Don't get too close! You'll be ripped to shreds!
It's a chainsaw.
Yeah, thanks! I know what a chainsaw can do!
I figured this would kill him. Nope. Alright. So if chainsaw doesn't kill him and this just gets up here, then I guess I have to use this now. Hopefully that was the right move. Switch to explosive rounds, and bam. Only one bullet per shot though, so I gotta make these count. Wow, I have like 22. I have 22 of these, but they're per shot. I did not realize this. And he doesn't automatically start reloading.
Did that do it?
I think he's down.
Yeah. And there was the one green herb. I bet the game was stubbornly not giving it to me. It definitely feels like the game is stubbornly not giving me that final green herb. He's dead according to the skill points. Are there any more places where I could have gotten more bullets? At this point, with 22 shots on the grenade launcher, I guess they intended me to... It's not a grenade launcher, it's just explosive shells. I guess they intended for us to use that a lot more. I wish I could sell some of the bullets for skill points.
It's American.
Is that the plane with Leon and Helena on it? I bet it is. Alright. So we have another green herb. And I've got to reload every gun I have. And see, this guy has one. I don't know. And I don't have enough room still. So now we get rid of the flashbangs. Pick this up so we can combine this with this. Hopefully we can hold on and maybe get 6 out of this. And then we kind of know what the fight is that we're going into. So it's not even a surprise.
Roger.
Probably should have ended the recording right there too. We may just end the recording at the beginning of this fight. Honestly, all you had to do is make Leon the main character,
Leon?
and then just have all of these other characters show up as non-playable characters in the first play.
What are you doing here?
Through.
I'm on protective
And
detail.
then just skin changes in
I heard you became an agent.
Why are
the
you
New
here?
Game Plus.
I'm tracking the man behind all
So
this.
the canonical
Security
story
Advisor
could have
Simmons.
all centered around what Leon
There
did.
must be some sort
And
of
then
mistake. I
in
report
the
to Simmons.
next
He's your supervisor.
playthrough, New Game
We're on our
Plus,
way to meet
you
with
could
him
play
right
as
Where is
Helena
he?
or Jake or Chris or any of the other characters.
I need to know.
Wouldn't really change that much. Even if it changed the gameplay style and gave slightly different weapons on that setup.
Let me handle this.
But your orders were to avoid contact with anyone.
Leon's not just anyone. He saved my life back in Raccoon City.
See,
Fair
and
enough.
she's saying, let me handle this. She hasn't handled anything.
Look out!
Jake has been handling her. This is just a cutscene. Like, no quick time event. You almost could tell that it was going to be a quick time event at some point, or it was
Leon,
at least
the
considered
plane.
for it.
Him
Yeah,
again.
that would work way
Friend of
better.
yours? Or like an
Yeah,
ex-girlfriend.
just
Guy doesn't know
different
when to quit.
skins, different character select after the first time. And having
club.
one linear, good laid out story
Get
instead of
used to it.
4 bad stories. So what kind of... Oops.
Got it.
That's not a breakable box, that's just a regular box. And it is so ridiculous that he doesn't automatically reload his gun. And when Leon played this, there was all these different things we could do to climb up, and it doesn't seem like any of them are here.
Now's our chance. Let's go.
Like, here they are. I'm supposed to push all these explosives everywhere, jump over here and get all of this. Where is the guy? He's not even, I don't even hear the noise. Did I kill him? Health is all at max. Did we just solve it? Not really. Come on.
Roger.
Okay.
You got it.
Oh, so was this... did they get separated? So... Did he just shoot me, or did she just shoot me? So I'm trying to bring him over here.
You fought this thing before and you're still breathing? I'm impressed.
Are you kidding? I get a kick out of this.
You're not entirely certain.
And they're driving the bus into him.
How is he still standing?
Don't get me started. But maybe the four of us can stop him once and for all.
Yeah, it seems like I could easily stop him once and for all.
Carries around a spare.
Give him credit. At least he came prepared.
Like I said,
Flash
indestructible.
I was hoping you were exaggerating.
Did he actually say
Afraid
the
not.
phrase?
Doesn't mean we gotta make things easy for
indestructible?
him.
Let's see. Let's see, we're getting
Hey,
all of
give a
these
break.
things.
Over here!
So doing massive amounts of damage to him with all of this. And I have so many of those explosive rockets, and we're, I believe, in chapter 4, so there's only chapter 5 after this. And so unless they go and do something else, which they do because they do get taken to an island
Listen,
at
till
some
we get
point
there, I need you to...
and have to be rescued by Chris Redfield, the offshore
Hey.
oil tanker.
If he is half the man you say he is, he'll be fine. Okay?
This is funny. This is almost a journey through which Jake is meeting all of Sherry's old boyfriends and seeing how he compares to them. It's not really that, but it almost is like that's what they're trying to play out here. Alright. So I've got 16 more rockets going. I'll hold on to those, and we'll run around here and collect these, and then I want to see if this moves to the next section pretty quickly. If that button doesn't do anything. I'm not supposed to go up there. So how am I supposed to get up this? Am I just running through the fire? No, I can't run through the fire. So there must be... I'm confused. Color me confused. There's a jump down. Oh, right here. So we're down in another area, And unless this area does just turn out to be a walkway, we'll probably need to just end the recording here. I've already pushed it long enough. Another prime example of just moving to a new area out of nowhere. This game almost feels like they had some grand designs of let's go ahead and get rid of that. Of 8 characters playing the story all at the same time. And that's why different pickups need to be in different areas and certain characters can only go certain ways. Alright, so if this is a cutscene that doesn't end into the end of chapter,
Chang is up ahead, at the mouth of the river.
Then...
Alright, come on.
Then we'll start the next
Worry about
recording
Simmons,
after
right?
this.
You're gonna be fine. Okay?
It's like she's in love with Simmons, she's in love with Leon, she may have a crush on Chris. It's just... And so we've got this chainsaw guy again chasing us. So I guess they don't even want us to be captured alive. That's like an Ada Wong. Alright. So we've got more to do in the next recording. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to support me further, go to my main YouTube page. On the right there's a button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.